Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your chairs because what's cooking inside Malawi Defense Force today could make even soap operas look lazy. This is not your usual quiet day in the barracks. No. Someone just entered the picture with the energy of a storm. Kwalowa Chibwana, MDF. And from that moment, things started to heat up like Nsima left too long on the fire. Rumors are flying, generals are shifting in their seats, and the corridors of power are buzzing louder than a Zomba generator. Everyone's asking, what really happened? Who started it? Who's behind it? And why are we suddenly hearing that one bold move might have changed everything? Well, Abale, this is not just a story. This is a 5-act blockbuster straight out of Malawi's real-life drama reel. Let's dive into it, starting with fact number 1. When Chibwana entered the Malawi Defense Force scene, people thought it was a casual appearance. But nope, it was more like a thunderclap on a sunny day. He didn't just walk in, he stormed in. You know that feeling when someone opens the fridge just to stare and cause confusion? That's how MDF felt. Shocked, alert, and whispering, "Kodi uyu wabwera bwanji?" Chibwana's entrance was so dramatic that even the walls must have turned to listen. Sources say his arrival wasn't a random visit, it came with a mission, an agenda wrapped in military silence. Within hours, files started moving, faces started tightening, and that calm discipline MDF is known for suddenly got tested. This wasn't business as usual. It was a move that hinted something big. Maybe a reshuffle, maybe a revelation, maybe a quiet revolution brewing inside the defense corridors. But wait, my people, that was only the opening scene. Because what followed next? Things didn't just start, they exploded. Let's talk about what really went down in fact number 2. Now this is where the popcorn moment starts. The phrase mpaka kwayambika easy says it all, meaning until this thing erupted. After Chibwana's entry, it didn't take long before fires started burning left, right, and center. Reports started flowing in faster than mobile data disappearing on TikTok. Sources within MDF whispered that certain officers were not amused. Tensions flared. Some saw the move as a calculated takeover, others called it a correction of errors. Whatever the truth, one thing was clear. Things had officially begun. Meetings went from normal briefings to what on earth is happening sessions. The chain of command suddenly looked like a tug of war. And Abale, in a disciplined force, when lines start blurring, that's when drama writes itself. This ignition moment was the crack before the thunder, the kind that says, brace yourself, Malawi, because something big is brewing in the barracks. And just when everyone thought they'd seen it all, boom! A revelation dropped like lightning, and trust me, it hit hard. Welcome to fact number 3. Then came the words that turned quiet whispers into national chatter. Zadziwika lero, meaning it has been revealed today. Oh yes, the truth finally decided to show its face, and it came with spice. Turns out what many assumed to be a harmless entry was part of a much bigger power shuffle. Inside sources spilled that Chibwana's move was not only approved at higher levels, but also connected to ongoing changes in leadership dynamics within MDF. This wasn't a simple misunderstanding. It was strategy. It was timing. It was politics wearing a uniform. Suddenly, everyone started connecting dots. Names surfaced, positions questioned, loyalties tested. The air around Capitol Hill felt electric, like something historic was about to unfold. And Malawians, being Malawians, went straight to WhatsApp and Facebook. Have you seen this? Things are hot, MDF. Now, if you think revelation time was shocking, get ready. Because in the next fact, we meet the mysterious hand that's been pulling strings behind the curtain. Let's move.
Fact number 4, the part everyone's been waiting for. Wina waying'alura uku, meaning someone has been exposed here. The whispers got louder, and the name behind the scenes finally slipped out. Apparently, this wasn't just a one-man show. There was someone, a senior, connected, strategic, who had been weaving this web for months. The person was reportedly involved in coordinating movements, influencing decisions, and maybe, just maybe, trying to tilt the balance of power within MDF. It's like that one uncle at a wedding who looks innocent until you realize he planned the whole drama over the bride's table seating. That's how this puppet master operated, quietly but effectively. When the name surfaced, jaws dropped. Some insiders were like, so he's the one. Others pretended to act surprised, but deep down they'd known something didn't smell right. This revelation wasn't just gossip. It exposed cracks, alliances, and ambitions that could ripple far beyond MDF's walls. And if that's not enough drama for you, wait till you hear about the grand finale, the pilot move that sealed the deal. Let's go to fact number 5. Now, Abaleanga, this is where the movie ends with a bang. The phrase Kwayipilatu means the judgment has fallen, or it has been decided. After all the back and forth, the gossip, the tension, the decision finally came. The powers that be had seen enough. There were investigations, statements, and strategic silences that spoke louder than words. Chibwana's entry had set off a chain reaction, but now the leadership had to clean up the mess, or capitalize on it depending on where they stood. And so action was taken. Orders changed hands, roles were reassigned. Some faces disappeared from corridors, and others started walking a bit taller. The dust hasn't settled yet, but one thing's for sure. Nothing at MDF will ever be the same again. The pilot move showed that the system still has teeth, that when you stir the pot, be ready for the soup to boil over.